Today, from Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking on Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins.
It is a snowy afternoon in upstate New York as you get a look inside Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners are 4 of their last 6 games.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how their defense played last week. They held their opponents to 3 points, and that was it. If they get anything comparable to that performance, this one's in the bag.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins. They've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback from Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
Well, we've hit that bittersweet week of the NFL season, haven't we? The last week of the regular season, week 17. Come on, Brandon. Can he win the MVP? Can he do it here in this last game?
Well, he's got to make a strong impression here in the final week. It's an interesting race. My MVP ballot is at the top of my email right now, and I'm not voting until we've seen all the games here today.
I like that. I respect a man that waits until the season is over, doesn't turn it in early. I think if he has a big game here and gets a little bit of help, maybe other guys don't play as well, he's got a great shot.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Allen sliding out of the pocket. And he finds Tyler Croft. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now the first carry for Zach Moss. And he stopped immediately there. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Allen hit. He lost the football. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Nick Needham picks it off. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Now Allen to try again after the pick-6, eluding the pressure right. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they're able to get this one across the 35. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 3 catches, 57 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Flush to his right. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And this one is incomplete. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis. And now it's 2nd down.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
What I enjoyed most about watching Devin Singletary as a rookie, and he had a nice campaign, 775 yards on the ground and a rushing average in the top 5 in the league last year, is that what I saw in college transferred to the NFL. Continued to make the first tackler miss, whether he's in the hole or on the perimeter. I expect him to get to 1,000 yards rushing this season.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
operating from the gun. Allen. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. From the gun, Allen. He'll buy some time right. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Throwing now is Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and, get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons.
Could change.
Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, I think we'll have a much better study and a much better case of what we're going to do.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Now a give to Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. From the gun, it's Tua. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Mac Hollins the intended target, but it'll be second down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Bills are going to get the football back. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. His feet, what he's been able to do individually running the ball, it's kind of kept him in this game.
No doubt about it, because if he's not making the plays that we've seen, they are really getting blown out in this one. I don't think they have any chance at all. He's keeping them in striking distance, hoping to get some help from the defensive side of the ball, so maybe some of these plays can turn into plays that maybe put them in the lead.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play here for Buffalo. 44 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. They run here with Singletary. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Now Allen operating from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start with the option. On 1st down, here's Breida. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Here's Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield, but it's going to be 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it, because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the 1st down against our defense by that decision.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's got to a hit, and the ball is out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Operating from the gun, Allen, flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. the gun. Allen flushed out right. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
And that was a high degree of difficulty on that one, but to me, it goes back to fundamentals and determination. High point the football and declare it yours.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary as time expires in the first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And now this will be the final play of the half, as with no time remaining, they'll try and add 2 more to the lead right before intermission. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, and it is the Jets who have the lead in the second quarter. Sam Darnold has a couple of touchdown passes. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Alvin Kamara with 2 touchdowns thus far. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. The Jaguars still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. In the game you're watching, it was Josh Allen who was on target in that first half. His guys have the lead, as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The rookie Tua Tagovailoa and the rest of the Dolphins set to take over. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. He'll look to throw right away. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, a run with Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. To throw, it's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat with a 1st down.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
16 more on that one and another first down. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
You no doubt about it, and we just saw it there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Now on the run. He'll throw. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Tyler Kroft, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. And they'll try and run it in with Singletary. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Miami set to take over. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Breida. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Quentin Jefferson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Here's Matt Hawk now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Escaping the pressure right. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Here's Allen. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The tight end, Lee Smith, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Rolling to his right. And that will be incomplete. Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Tua now on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. His throw incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to pass. Tua. And that is incomplete. Here's Matt Hawk now, standing just outside his own goal line. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll start on the ground with Moss. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense. In his defense.
I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Tua. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone, and it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and the Bills are going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Dancing to his left. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kyle Van Noy has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. Finding room inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis. And it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. So Allen's going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. On On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Buffalo, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Miami, we'll have to see what happens as they're going to finish the year 10-6. And it's going to be wait-and-see time as they figure out their
Tonight, from Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's the AFC Wild Card Round on EA Sports. We'll We'll see Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking on Phillip Rivers and the Indianapolis Colts.
Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Bills Stadium here at Orchard Park. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And, of course, it's been mentioned all week in the run-up to the game, but guess what? We're going to say it again. Normally, the number 2 seed, they get to sit at home and watch this game because they would have gotten an open week, a bye week, and gotten ready to play in the next one. But now they have to play the number 7 seed, and we know that's a dangerous game. Are they good enough to win it? Should they win it? Of course. But we also understand they're going to need a big performance from their quarterback in order to advance.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one because, to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. They'll run here with Moss. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll run here with Moss. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Now they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen, eluding the pressure right. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Singletary, they'll run for it. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary taking it in. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. From the gun, it's Allen. It's caught. And it's 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Rodgers on the return. Oh, good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Colts ready to go to work here offensively, and it is Phillip Rivers, their veteran quarterback and longtime Charger, who will be under center.
And what an important January in the start of this run for him, because that phrase, a sense of urgency, he feels it. At this stage in his career, he's done everything an individual can do. The one thing that's eluded him, a Super Bowl title, and he wants that desperately for himself and his team.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
Well, the 2nd down throw on target, and he goes out right around the 39. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. On 2nd and 7, Allen throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Flushed out right. He completes it to the tight end Knox. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd and goal, Allen sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Anthony Walker able to get in there and drop him behind the line. And this is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Forced out to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one where you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. On 3rd down, Rivers. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he will go out of bounds up around the 45-yard line.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And boy, he can get hurt.
On 3rd down, Rivers. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Field now comes the Bills offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The second of our 2 games here on this wildcard Saturday is at halftime. We'll get back to you two in just a second. But first, let's remind everyone what we've got coming up in tomorrow's action in the AFC. We've got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns squaring off against the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, in our game, it took a little while to get settled in, but we were in for a battle royale in this second half. And to call the action, let's go back to the guys who've been there all year, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. To throw on third down, Rivers got an open man. That's Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. Throwing, Rivers. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Quentin Jefferson in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. And he's been busy with his feet. He's been quite the scrambling man.
And obviously that can break down a defense. But a lot of it is just that they just get trapped with worrying about it so much that other things break down as well. You know, you break the huddle, and you're not just playing what comes out at you. You're like, oh, God, don't let him outside of the pocket. Don't let him beat us with his legs. And then he starts to beat you other ways.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Allen's throw is complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. 6 points off the board. That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley, 29 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes. And while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Now Allen again. Flushed out right. And the conversion good. He's got it. So the lead swells to 16-0. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Rodgers on the return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Open man is Trey Burton. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. From the gun, Rivers. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
All right, just call the call. We're going to play it. Come on now.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And that almost makes it a brand new ball game. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the two.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the two-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their two-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Dancing to his left. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Another 15.
It's inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there and about by the nose of the football. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Operating from the gun. Allen escaping the pressure right. And he's able to find Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, Allen eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Anthony Walker, his 2nd sack of the night. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Operating from the gun, Allen, flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down, and that looked like a clear face mask to me. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. But it'll be second and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
To throw is Allen. Being chased out left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But now it's third and goal. Allen to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go, a big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts, not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that third one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the Burton here. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
One more hurdle here. They need the 2-point conversion to, for the moment, stay alive in these playoffs. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job one was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this?
It's caught inside the 25. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Allen. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. On play action, Allen, he'll buy some time right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40.
We're going to do what we do.
Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage and can often throw it over your head.
And this one is right through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer. But in this case, even more so because you had your eyes on the big prize, which was the Lombardi Trophy.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.
Today, from Las Vegas, Nevada, It's the 2021 AFC NFC Pro Bowl. As we'll see Russell Wilson and the NFC taking on Patrick Mahomes and the AFC.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Well, we are a week away from Super Bowl 55 in Tampa, but the very best players in the NFL have made the trip out to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, it's the Pro Bowl. You never really know what to expect, so I guess I'll ask you, what do you expect?
Well, in recent years, it has turned into an absolute offensive explosion, hasn't it? Games in the 50s are not out of line. What you're hoping is that some of these great defenders have a chance to adjust and react and maybe narrow that down a little bit. But I will say, this game is tilted heavily towards the offense's advantage.
So here comes the AFC for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes.
I know he's not showing it on the outside, but inside, he's got to be celebrating, because think about all the quarterbacking we saw in the AFC this year. 5 or 6 guys could have earned this honor. He got the nod, a real feather in his cap.
Mahomes now on first down. Rolling to his right. Oh, he's going to take it. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A huge play there right off the bat. 61 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Mahomes to throw. Buying time to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Mahomes will try again on second down, eluding the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here comes the NFC offense, and CD, it'll be Russell Wilson who leads them out under center.
And no doubt about it, it was a banner year for quarterbacks in the NFC. A number of guys could very well have been selected for this, but I thought he stood out. I thought he found a way to separate himself from the pack, and he's been rewarded as the starting quarterback in the Pro Bowl. Definitely the right choice in my book.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. After the interception, here's Wilson. On the slide, complete to Hopkins. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Wilson to throw. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Wilson. And this is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. Incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again here. Wilson. Pressure, and the AFC gets to him for the sack. Ed Oliver coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, Jakeem Graham. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So now the AFC offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll roll him out right. And they're going deep. And got his man complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 44 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the game day, so it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. The coverage good that time by the NFC defense. Brings up 4th down. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And it's complete. Henry. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Derrick Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The coverage good that time by the NFC defense. Brings up 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Keenan Allen there to make the grab. And the AFC has taken the early lead. So the AFC, they won the Pro Bowl the last couple of seasons and off to another good start here.
Yeah, how about that? The first touchdown of this game. How many more do we expect to see?
Hopefully a lot. I want offense in this ball game.
I don't think there's any question about it. Rarely do you get defensive struggles in the Pro Bowl.
And applause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return, Deontay Harris. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The AFC about ready to take over on offense. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. The safety, Budda Baker, there to force the incompletion. On second down, here's Henry. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the coverage good then. Time by the NFC defense brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. And that drives some...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes. But the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Somebody's play class. I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise...
Punt now as he gets this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the AFC will take over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's got the connection over the middle to Darius. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Second and 12. Mahomes. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
He is going to find Hill here. And he will score. Touchdown AFC. From 8 yards out. And the AFC is able to widen their advantage.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And the hook up here to Robinson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. The offense for the AFC set to go now. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield...
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yes, go with you. Well, the pressure gets home, and the AFC comes up with a sack. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. After the sack on 1st down, Wilson, they'll lock it with a grab over the middle. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down. They go play action with Wilson. He's got a 1st down or more inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have hit halftime of the Pro Bowl with the AFC leading the NFC. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth 1st half. Who can put it together in the 2nd half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here's Harris to return it. It's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The NFC offense heads out to begin this 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the 1st half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
That'll be complete to Cook. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. On the carry, it's Cook. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running front, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And some room to work. And room there to work it inside the 25. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They run it again with Cook. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there, 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that goal, and he will score. Touchdown, NFC. From 13 yards out. And the NFC able to drive. Now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
On the return, it's McKenzie. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Patrick Mahomes and the AFC ready to go on offense. On one hand, as we look at some of his struggles with the 3 interceptions, he's got to be upset. On the other hand, they're still winning this game.
So how does he take care of the ball the rest of the game? That's what his teammates are interested in, because they've picked things up for him throughout. You got to look over the defensive side, the kicking game. Those guys have made it work for him. Now his goal, not mess up anything else down the stretch.
And forget about those 3 picks, move on. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give them 32 on the play.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the 3rd quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Left side caught by Diggs. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for the AFC. 44 yards.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line, got to love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Aaron Donald. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. Henry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this in for an AFC touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the AFC adds on to their lead. Circle that drive, because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, 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 and finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the two-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
I'm making my presence better.
The NFC Offense heading back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but
Entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and now it's second down. On the ground, it's Cook. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. On 3rd down, Wilson. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset. It's the AFC in possession, though they trail here to begin the 4th. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the shotgun, Wilson. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing again here, Wilson. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
What you doing, dog? What are you doing?
Again, Wilson. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. To throw again is Wilson. Caught out left side by Robinson. And at the 12-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. Wilson will throw again.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown. Dalvin Cook taking it in. And the NFC has now cut it to within 1 score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The offense for the AFC set to go now. And one thing you'd like to see in a Pro Bowl, a competitive contest. We've got that just like the last 2 seasons, a 1-score game. As we play here in the 4th.
What I'd love to know, what's the discussion on the sidelines of both teams right now? Because, you know, it's an exhibition-type game, but as you said, as competitive as it is now, these guys are going to want to win. There may be some guys who sub some guys out, trying to get back on the field and try to help their team win down the stretch.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So the AFC with the football as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first. And here is hit. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the NFC. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. It's Ray. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call it a very strong gain of 24.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their second as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown NFC. Dalvin Cook with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the NFC has taken the lead. They're going to try and run. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this fourth quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. Back to throw. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll pull it down and able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Now the AFC going to use their final timeout of the half. as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So, Charles, a victory for the NFC. Final thoughts on this Pro Bowl?
We had some fun, didn't we?
Absolutely.
A lot of excitement, some big plays to watch, a lot of those great matchups that we don't get to see during the regular season because sometimes teams don't play against each other. And, oh, by the way, no one got hurt. There's the win for everyone. I think the fans enjoyed this one.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.
Tonight, from Buffalo Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking on Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of Bills Stadium in Orchard Park.
The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Buffalo Bills. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Well, the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And, partner, when you hear about a 6'5", 235, 240-pound quarterback, you don't often think of him being overlooked coming out of high school, do you? That's exactly what happened to Josh Allen. Overlooked, ended up going to a junior college, Reedley Community College out in California, before matriculating to the University of Wyoming, and the Cowboys were so glad to get him.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Allen, escaping the pressure right. It's hauled in by Lee Smith. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Allen. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's Clinton Dix with a pick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. A first down carry by Allen. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Prescott from the gun. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the first down here inside the 30.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And this one quickly to Lamb. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on first. On second down, Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Now Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper there to make the grab. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
No, that's the
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
And able to get this out to the 25. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Allen will try again on second down. Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
I think we already know that this guy's going to be ready when they ring the bell for week 1. That play, almost routine for him, but still, nice to know that he's still got it.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Flush to his right, looking for the end zone, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down. Incomplete. Play action, it's Fromm. Rolling to his right. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, and was still accurate throwing the football.
Brought down at the 20-yard line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis, and it's 3rd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Fromm off of play action. Steps away. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Going for it on 4th down. It's Fromm. They'll roll him out right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense over-committing. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And Charles, we get a look there at the draft class for this offense. What do you make of it?
Well, overall, I like the balance of the guys that they selected because, to me, they got a few guys who can step in and play right away, which is exactly what you want. They're drafted for the future as well. They've got some guys who might need a year or two on the practice squad, so then we'll find out if they can actually.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Cowboys! Chris Lacey, 40 yards, and the Cowboys will extend their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
The defense for the Cowboys getting set to go. And let's take a peek at some of the defensive effort here that's helped them get this first half lead.
Yeah, I remember in school, we used to have a term for it, break on it. When you see the ball in the air, when you see a receiver make the cut, and you anticipate it, break on the football, get there, make a play. And we've seen a lot of that so far in this game.
Coverage has been excellent. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
They'll throw on 1st down with Fromm. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. But not before he's inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 1st and 10. Fromm. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Fromm. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Duke Williams there to make the grab. And the Bills have cut it to within a score.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's DiNucci to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. To throw is DiNucci. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing is DiNucci out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. 3 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started less than 1 month from tonight. In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed, but plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose as we get you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. Start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 3rd.
I'm with you on that one. I like where you're headed.